Hey guys, so I know I did mention that I wasn't sure what I was going to be posting, but I actually figured it out. So what I kind of want to talk about, and I am a San Jose Sharks fan. Pavelski is my favorite hockey player. Um, so what I wanted to talk about is my first, as in losing my virginity. I won't go into complete detail, but I figured why not start off YouTube with talking about the first time and how it all went, because it was not perfect or how I wanted out to be. And my dogs are going nuts right now. So I was about 14 years old. I was really young. I was stupid. And I was also in foster care at the time. My mother, she's probably going to be watching this eventually, she thought I was a saint. And I was Miss Goody Two-Shoes. I was getting the good grades. I was perfect. Well, nobody's perfect, but still. So, what had happened was I met a guy. He was actually my neighbor, and I won't say his name, but he knows who he is. And I do still talk to him frequently now, and we talk about the old times and what we had, and we still care about each other. We really do. But we started talking when we first met. I was actually outside with my horse, and I was about to groom her and get ready to go riding. And so he just moved in with his buddy next door with his friend's mom. So this all happened. We started talking. I first liked his friend. I had an attractiveness to his friend. He was much older than me. I was only 14, and he was about, I think, 18 or 19. So that was a limit to where my mom would not approve, and I knew that he was bad for me. Like, Mr. Bad Boy, what am I getting myself into? So we were talking and everything, and one night he had passed out, and his buddy answered the phone, and then me and him started talking. And then first things comes first, you know, at first I thought he liked my sister, and he said that he liked me, and then he's like, come outside, let's talk. So I did, and it was freezing. I think it was like the month of like February or March, but it was pretty cold because where I used to live, it gets, you know, 15, 20 degrees. It's about 4,000 feet in the mountains. So that all happened. We started talking, and how do I describe him? He, dark hair, blue eyes, pretty boy. Not something that I would think of myself going for, I would say. And super sweetheart, and I would say I fell in love with him. He was 17 and I was 14, so he's a little bit younger. And let's see, he wasn't quite 18 yet. And excuse me. We started talking more and more, and one night he's like, I want to hang out with you. And so there was like a trailer not too far from the house on the same property. That way we can just get away and hang out with each other and everything. And I kind of felt pressured in a way from a couple of people to lose my virginity, like, oh, you're going to be the first one, you're going to be the first one to do it before us, you should do it, you should totally do it. Well, my stupidity, I did. I told him that I was ready when I really wasn't, and I was scared half to death. I'm not going to say any curse words or anything, but you get the picture. And ladies, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, it hurt like hell. It really did. He was ready. He said he loved me and everything, and we did it. And then shortly after, I was just about to graduate 8th grade and go into my freshman year. And come to find out, he had a girlfriend. One thing that I should not have believed, he told me he was a virgin as well. I should not have believed that. Till this day, he still told me that he was a virgin, but I can't really trust that many guys now, unless they're really true to themselves and actually can respect me. I have been cheated on numerous times, and I'm really over it. So during the summer, I want to say it was before my birthday, before July. And I come to find out I was actually visiting my grandmother. God rest her soul. I was visiting my grandmother, and I was feeling really sick. I was like, what's going on with me? Like, I don't know what's wrong. Like, why am I throwing up every morning? And my grandmother's like, sweetheart, are you sexually active? I was like, well, I did just recently lose my virginity, and it was with someone, you know, that I care about. And she's like, we're gonna go get a test. So this was in LA when I was visiting my grandmother, and my foster mom didn't know anything of it. She didn't know that I was sexually active or that I lost my virginity recently. So I go get the test, and sure enough, I'm pregnant. I tell my mom, I'm like busting out in tears. I don't know what to do. I was scared. So I go home. She's mad at me. She's mad at him. She wanted to press charges, but she really technically couldn't because he wasn't 18 yet. And one night, I was just having major pains in my stomach. It was horrible. I couldn't even get out of bed. I couldn't even talk to him. I couldn't let him know what's going on. He wanted to be there for me. Well, this is what he told me, like, now. Like, he wanted to be there for me prior, but he couldn't because of my mother. He didn't know, I'll tell you right now, what had happened was I miscarried, and there was a lot of blood, I would say, not to sound gross or anything, but it's very painful. And for what us women go through that men don't understand is beyond me. I wish they could feel our pain, because to have all the symptoms that we can have, pregnancy, miscarriage, periods, cramps, emotions, if only men can feel what we do. I mean, theoretically and psychologically, they say that men PMS once a month, but that's just their testosterone talking, to be honest. So, after that had happened, comes along my birthday, and I haven't talked to him since that happened. And I'm walking around, you know, it's my birthday, it's my 15th birthday. I'm like, well, my mom probably just forgot, because she didn't even bother saying happy birthday or anything like that to me. And I was very upset. I'm like, yeah, I understand this happened, but I'm still your daughter. And she's like, why are you so upset? Do you know what day it is? Oh my gosh, honey, I'm so sorry. Like, it didn't dawn on her. So, when you're young, and everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes, you know, I mean, it happens. It really does. But you really want to think twice on what you do and how you want to live your life and everything. Do I regret losing my virginity? No, because I really did care about him, and I still do. I really do. Even when I talk to him, the feelings are still the same, even though he lives somewhere else in a different state. We still talk, and we still love each other no matter what. Shockingly, even though he's my first, we still have a really good friendship together. Not too many people do with their firsts, and sometimes it ends up bad, and that is the truth. How can I put it this way? When you are sexually active, please get on birth control before you're thinking of losing your virginity. Doesn't matter. Just tell your parents, hey, can I put on birth control? If they start flipping out, just say, hey, no, I'm not sexually active, but I still want to be safe in the beginning. Even if you do, if it does happen, that way you're not holding on to that burden. Because I still, I have a 4-year-old daughter right now. I'm not with her father anymore, but I still think back, what if? What if I did have that child? What would I do? How would I complete school? I give major props to those who do have children young and do have that support from their families. Not too many people do. And my computer keeps blinking out for some reason. But what I'm trying to get at is for teens out there that 13, 14 years old, just please think of what you're going to do before you're losing your virginity. Be safe. Be extra safe. There's no such thing as being extra safe, but still, you want to have that precaution. Condoms do break, and you still can get pregnant. So please get on any type of birth control as you can before you lose your virginity, and be as safe as possible. And if you have any further questions, or if you need any advice from anything to go through, because having a miscarriage, it takes the whole out of you. It really does. And my nose is really itchy. I have really bad allergies. Sorry. I have a lot of emotions still, even though it was 11 years ago. Almost, about 10, 11 years ago when I had my miscarriage. But it still gets me that, those questions, what ifs, what if this, what if I did have this child, would it be a boy, would it be a girl, how would his or her father be in his or her life, who would be taking care of the child, what if I want to go back to school, what would happen? I don't believe in abortion. I do not believe in abortion whatsoever. And I do believe in adoption, and that is one thing I've also dealt with, but I will go into another video as well, and that will be my next video when I post. That might be my next video that I will be posting about adoption, but we shall see. And I will go over that with you as well, about the adoption that I had put my son through when I was not ready. But if you have any questions that you have for me, just put comments below. And for all you teens out there, please be safe. I know it's tough right now, especially, you probably have some good-looking guy next to you as your boyfriend, and you think, is this the right time? Save yourself. I'm not religious or anything. I'm just giving you advice. So if you have any questions, just give me a comment. Bye. Love you.